Fam, hello! Welcome to Geek Ghost Gamer Top on the microphone. And we, the FGC, have our hands on some leaked and real footage. Yes! Leaked gameplay footage, a title card reveal on a Discord server, which is now deleted. Is this really how we just got our first look at what could be Virtua Fighter 6? And fam, this feels different. What we're looking at today isn't some vague logo or a corporate report claiming a game is in the works. This is what appears to be our first look at Virtua Fighter, Crossroads. The leaked footage shows off not just gameplay, but developer interviews, new characters, and a huge focus on a single player experience. And this leak proves one thing. It points to a massive shift in thinking for a series that has always been about pure one-on-one competition. We're about to get into the evidence, break down what this footage shows, and discuss what it could all mean for one of the most legendary fighting game franchises out there. But let's be crystal clear, this is a completely unverified, anonymous leak. We have to take everything here with a giant grain of salt. Alright, disclaimer over, let's dive in. And after a long time, the FGC can breathe a long heave and start the digging in at this pretty much viable leak. And that's precisely why this leak, showing footage of a game titled Virtua Fighter, Crossroads, is so electrifying. It feels like the perfect solution to this problem. So, let's get to the main event, the footage itself. The leak is a bombshell, actual video, seemingly from a behind-the-scenes documentary that started circulating on a Discord server that is deleted before spilling onto Reddit and social media. It's not just a rumor anymore, it's something we can actually see. First, the title, Virtua Fighter, Crossroads. The VI is cleverly integrated into the start of the title, confirming the game's number and adding a subtitle that suggests choices and consequences. This isn't being presented as a simple arcade sequel. It's being framed as a major, story-driven event. The footage is a mix of gameplay and interview clips with developers from RGG Studios. We see gameplay of classic fighters like Wolf Hawkfield and Pai-chan, alongside two brand new characters. The first is a woman named Stella, and the second is an MMA fighter named CeeLo. In one key moment from the leaked camera footage, we even see the animation hitbox displayed as Pai-chan lands a move on CeeLo. Crucially, the leak highlights several new mechanics. We see evidence of battle damage, with fighters showing visible wear and tear as matches progress, enhancing the realism. The game also reportedly features simplified controls, a 3-button system designed to attract newcomers without sacrificing competitive depth. Other new tactical layers are hinted at, like status effects, where certain moves can inflict temporary debuffs. The presentation is also a major departure from Virtua Fighter's traditionally minimalist style. The footage shows a cinematic presentation with dramatic camera zooms, slow motion hits, and flashy replays. Finally, beneath each character's name, the footage shows a type, weight, and difficulty class, signaling a real focus on accessibility. But that Crossroads title is the most intriguing part. It strongly implies a single-player mode that adds narrative depth beyond simple arcade ladders, a first for the series. Fam, Crossroads isn't just a tacked-on story mode, it's a huge ambitious experience designed to be the centerpiece of the next Virtua Fighter, taking a clear shot at the popular single-player modes of its rivals. Okay, it's time for a reality check. A leak this big demands serious scrutiny. Its origin is still an anonymous post on a fan Discord server, which is now deleted, which is a major red flag. However, the evidence here is much stronger than just text. We have video footage that would be incredibly difficult to fake. It doesn't just show gameplay of fighters like Wolf, Pi, and the new character CeeLo. It also showcases multiple new and returning characters, specific UI elements like character type and difficulty classes, highly detailed new animations, and a full KO sequence. The level of polish and the sheer volume of new content make it feel plausible. The ideas presented also align perfectly with where fighting games are in 2026, focused on robust single-player modes. With a leak this substantial, Sega and RGG Studio will likely feel pressured to follow up with official announcements. The timing feels deliberate, coming just before a packed summer of game events. The community consensus is that an official reveal is imminent. All eyes are on major upcoming showcases like the PlayStation State of Play on June 2nd, the Summer Game Fest showcase on June 5th, and even EVO later in the month from June 26th to 28th. It feels like the leak may have forced their hand, and an official trailer could drop in the next few weeks at one of these events. So where does that leave us? We're in an exciting but uncertain position. The source is a ghost, but the evidence is compelling and lines up with what we'd expect from a modern sequel. It just feels right. It's the exact kind of big swing Sega would need for a new Virtua Fighter to be a true contender. Until Sega makes it official, this leaked footage is our best blueprint for what's to come. So fam, we have a credible leak in Virtua Fighter, Crossroads. How do we actually see the formation of the rejuvenation of the series? It would completely reshape its identity. For 3 decades, Virtua Fighter has been the quiet master in the dojo, defined by its purity, its high skill ceiling, and its intense focus on the chess match between 2 players. It has never been a flashy storyteller. A game centered on a Crossroads experience would change that entirely. It would make the next Virtua Fighter a competitor not just in gameplay, but in overall value. It would be a huge welcome mat for the millions of players and the true VF6s to come back into the game. The reveal that new characters like Stella and CeeLo have a difficulty class displayed on screen suggests a conscious effort to guide newcomers. It would give them a place to learn, experiment with characters, and connect with the world on their own terms. This could also finally solve one of the series' oldest problems, its story. The Virtua Fighter universe is actually quite interesting, but most of its lore has been hidden away in game manuals and supplemental materials. A mode like Crossroads would be the perfect vehicle to finally bring that hidden character drama front and center. Ultimately, the Crossroads leak signals that Sega isn't content with Virtua Fighter just being a niche title anymore. It's a declaration that they're aiming for the top, ready to take on Street Fighter and Tekken on all fronts, gameplay, and now a world-class single-player adventure. It would be the evolution Virtua Fighter desperately needs to not just return, but to truly succeed. So there you have it. Leaked gameplay footage from a now deleted Discord server has given us our most exciting and most unproven look at the future of Virtua Fighter. Fam, Virtua Fighter Crossroads represents more than just a new feature. It's a massive statement from Sega. It's their plan to fuse a deep, replayable single-player game with that legendary VF combat. While we must remain skeptical until Sega and RGG Studios make an official announcement, the footage itself is incredibly exciting, and, more importantly, it makes a ton of sense. This is the kind of move that could launch Virtua Fighter back into the spotlight. But I really want to know what you all think. How do y'all feel about this leak for Virtua Fighter Crossroads? What do you think of the new characters, Stella and CeeLo? And details their weight and difficulty class? Is a deep single-player mode the thing that would get you to play Virtua Fighter? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And of course, if you want to keep up with all the news and wait for that official trailer, make sure you like and subscribe to Ghost Gamer Talk for more gaming videos. So fam, that's it from me and this exciting leak for Virtua Fighter Crossroads. What an exciting time for us, the FGC. So, thanks for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Virtua Fighter. I'll see y'all in the next one. Away!